Well, I wasn't expecting this today. We got an interview with Starfield with developer Todd Howard, man. You guys know me, man. I've been loving Todd Howard's freaking memes. Those freaking memes are so fucking funny to me, man. But I get it. I understand. But I'm biased against Bethesda games. I always rock the Bethesda merch. But, you know, Bethesda games have a special place in my heart, which I love, man. I just love Starfield, the way it looked. Like, I cannot believe how good the game looked to me. Like, it's their biggest graphical jump, and after this, it gets even better for Elder Scrolls 6. Man, the stuff that I know, guys, man, the stuff I know from the grapevine, like, it's fucking amazing, man. Starfield's gonna be one of those good games you're gonna be playing forever. Alright, y'all, let's watch this interview.
Welcome to Summer of Gaming 2022. I'm Ryan McCaffrey here at IGN. I am always pleased to sit down, even if it's remotely over the phone, with Todd Howard, the game director on Starfield.
The GOAT.
The Game Studios.
The GOAT, Mr. Howard.
How are you, sir?
I'm great.
God, this game just looks fucking awesome, man.
Today.
It's fucking awesome.
And, you know, incredible response from everybody.
Well, that's actually where I wanted to start with you.
Photo realism. For the first time in a Bethesda game that's not modded in.
So were you following the community reaction? What was your reaction to the
this is gonna be awesome.
To the gameplay
I can't wait.
Well, I'm always excited when nothing leaks, so that's usually where I start.
Yeah, I'm surprised nothing did leak.
You know, the whole team obviously
like severely leaked.
Years on the game, and then when you put it out there is this moment of how's everyone going to react. And
wow,
I say,
man.
You know, the fans have been really incredible.
It's a Space Destiny vibe.
What we're doing and their support,
which I love. I love the way this looks.
Is just really overjoyed, and all that energy back to us is so much fuel in the tank to make this as good as it can be.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to you about a few follow-up questions I had, because I, like many people, have been very much looking forward to this game, and part of that is the scale.
16 times the detail. 1,000 planets to explore.
In the presentation, the massive scale and scope of this project. Most of you've got all these planets. You know, you touched on 1,000 planets.
Yes, touch on this.
You're gonna have to procedurally generate a lot of those.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're pretty aware you throw that out near the end, people are go, what did you just say?
Yeah, they were, man, they were.
Questions on how that works, and we will probably deep dive into that in the future. Here's how we pull it off and how it feels. We ask ourselves in the games that
okay, in the future, man, we're not gonna get anything with that. Come on, Todd.
Video games, and you're gonna step into these universes. You go through in your head all the things you would want to do in a game like that, and we try to say yes as much as possible. It was always for us. We like this.
Fuck, man, it's a lot of wasteland, which is fine. You don't need it's space. You don't need all these ancient civilization ruins. You don't.
Explore them in some way. So we do a lot of procedural generation, but I would keep in mind that we've always done that.
Right.
And it's a big part of Skyrim in terms of questing and some other things we do.
Yeah.
We generate landscape using procedural systems.
Yeah.
So
That's what I told you guys. That's what they've always done. They've always done it.
Sort of in a game concept, just one planet is infinitely big if you're going to do it in some realistic fashion. So once you're dealing with scale like that in procedural systems, the difference between, say, one planet that has some variation on it and 100 planets or 1,000 planets, it's actually not that big of a leap, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a big number, but it's not that deep, guys.
For that. But I should also add that we have done more handcrafting in this game, like content-wise, than any game we've done. We're over 200,000 lines of dialogue.
Oh, wow, that's like 11,000, 100,000?
And if people just want to do like what they're used to in our games and follow a main quest and do the quest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Why can this come out this year, man? I was so hyped.
From us, but then you have this whole
like, holy shit.
Well, I'm just going to wander this planet, and it's going to provide some gameplay and some random content.
And a heads up, if I'm looking over here at my other monitor, my camera and stuff has been messing up lately, and it's been freezing on me. I may have to upgrade at some point, but, you know, why upgrade if I'm not getting any views? But guess what? I'm doing this for fun.
And those kind of things, kind of like a Daggerfall would,
right.
If you go way back.
Did you hear that? What did I tell you guys? He said, "Listen, we'll get into it when we hear it again."
Those kind of things, kind of like a Daggerfall would,
Right.
if you go way back.
You hear that? He said Daggerfall. This game is procedurally generated like Daggerfall. Do you know what this means? It means it's damn near almost endless. Damn near almost endless, dude. If they're doing the same simplistic systems, but back then it was like a 2D game. It was different. Like, holy crap.
You know, there are
The
a lot of ice
scope is
balls in space. That was
overwhelming.
one of our big design considerations on this game is what's fun about an ice ball. And it's okay sometimes if ice balls aren't, it is what it is. You want to go land on that weird planet and check it out and build an outpost and live your life there and watch the sunset because you like the view of the moons there.
Yeah.
Like, we go for it. We love that stuff.
Well, you know, similarly, I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah, man. Do anything you want.
Build a ship and you can go battle in ship-to-ship combat in outer space.
Just think. Let me ask you guys something. I wonder if this is gonna. It's a single player game, but just think. I wonder if there was gonna be some kind of add-on that they actually, when you go out into space and you find a planet, that planet is gonna be where you have multiplayer for PvP or something like that. Because these barren wastelands need to get filled up with something. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, dude, the potential for mining is endless right now.
So, when I saw that, I thought, well, that's really cool, but I did also get a little twinge of fear that, well, I hope this isn't going to be something shallow like the going with the Mako on Mass Effect 1 and just roaming a bunch of mostly empty planets. So, like, can you talk a little bit about the depth of what we can look forward to with the space combat?
Sure. That was, I would say, the two things that we started on the project is we had a good basis for tech and gameplay systems from Elder Scrolls and Fallout. We started the planet stuff, the procedural generation, and we started space combat. We want this to feel something unique. There's been a lot of space sims that we're fans
Ooh,
of.
let's look at the HUD. Let's look at the HUD.
In the 90s.
I should come out with a breakdown video. I really should.
Your ship has various power systems. A little bit of FTL there in terms of putting how much power into 3 different weapon systems.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. The space game that is the best space game, or the space game that is a space game.
Situations that you have to put power to. So there is some dogfighting. I have quotes up. We keep the pace fairly slow. One of the games that I love that we sort of look at for pace is Mech Warrior, believe it or not.
Nice.
Mech Warrior, oh, that's a throwback.
That's probably a little bit slower, but in terms
that
of
is a throwback.
Power and being able to line things up. Now it's a little bit faster than that, but you know what I mean, as opposed to a twitchy dogfighter. But it's not just dogfighting. Like, the ship stuff includes, you see it in the video. You can dock other ships. You can disable them. You can dock. You can board it. There's actually some quests that involve that.
Good.
You can steal the ship. There's dialogue in space. There's star stations you can visit. There's smuggling. There's all the things that we.
Oh yeah.
Showing some more of that later.
If you want to be a pirate, you can be a pirate, bro.
Of gameplay that we think is really fun when it comes to.
I will minimum play this twice. Minimum twice. I always gotta play a good guy, and then I play a severe bad guy.
One of the other things actually that really jumped out at me, that got me fired up from the gameplay reveal, was the.
What does all that stuff mean? Yeah. Oh my god, the character creation was
so many
superb.
Backgrounds to choose from: Beast Hunter, Bouncer, Chef, Diplomat, Gangster, Ronin. Those are some of the
Professor.
Ones that jumped out at me. How many are in there? And what's your favorite that maybe you've been messing around in a build lately that you've been having fun with?
I might get the number wrong, Ryan. Maybe there's 20.
Okay.
We add or remove.
Yeah.
And that really is, think of it like a class, kind of. It's a start.
Boy, this is looking good to me,
there
man.
There's some dialogue that works into that choice.
Looking good to me.
Some other options in the game based on what you picked.
Dude, you see the sweat, the pores, man.
I mean, I think the chef is kind of funny, to be honest, which is why it starts the video. I love these starting skills of like astronomy and knives, and wellness. So there's some things like that that's a bit more interesting role playing outside of your usual. I just shoot people. So
we go watch some other videos.
For, some other
see if there's anything I missed.
Dialogue and crafting.
Biohazard level, has outpost development, grip mods, muzzle mods.
I think are pretty interesting when it comes to the content we have.
That's always memorable.
Okay, all right.
Your games and your team's games is that first moment when you come out of, whether it's a jail cell.
Oh, I can't wait for this. The first one when you shoot off into
vault,
space, you're probably gonna
and
bust
you
out some like
see
space
that,
station
the
or
game
something.
world for the very first time. Is there a handcrafted moment like that in Starfield, given that there are many worlds?
There is. Look, the way the game starts is pretty set for everybody.
Yeah.
So we definitely have what we call the step out moment, and we probably have a few of them given the scale of the game. The early ones are the ones that we do spend time on to make sure it's impactful when you finally get to see the surface of the planet or what that planet looks like from space.
Something else that jumped out at me from the gameplay was New Atlantis, that city. It reminded me of maybe the Citadel on Mass Effect 1. Or
Oh yeah, that place looks fucking great.
The Imperial City from Oblivion. What are some of the things we can do in there? Because it seems like a place that you're going to want to go back to time and again.
Yeah, we have 4 main cities in the game, and New Atlantis is easily the biggest city in the game and the biggest city we've ever built.
Oh wow.
The capital here in the game, and it has all the services you would expect, and you can work on your ship there. The factions touch that, but that's also the headquarters for Constellation, which is the faction that you join.
Right.
That is the last group of space explorers, kind of this NASA meets Indiana Jones meets the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And that's really where the main quest goes through that group, so that's where they're headquartered.
15 minutes is a lot of time in a showcase, but it's not really a lot of time to go over.
Yeah, we need another showcase, a pure showcase for this. We need another one.
So I wanted to ask you about the main story. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Because that's something that I feel like wasn't really touched on in the video. I mean, we know about Constellation and you're joining, but what's sort of the central conflict?
Yeah, he can't talk about this. He can't talk about this.
Yeah, we touch on it a little bit in the demo, where Constellation is trying to, they're still exploring and figuring out the mysteries of the universe, and they also look for, old Earth artifacts. You'll see that in some of the stuff we hint at, and the exploration, and then
man, this looks so good, man.
Covered some of these artifacts,
real good.
They don't know their origin, and that's the quest you kind of start on.
And speaking of the main quest, role-playing gamers tend to be very obsessed with how long the game is. How with your games, there's never been a shortage of things to do. Can we expect the main story to be roughly the same length, kind of hours-wise, as we've seen from?
No, it's bigger. It's
games?
bigger. It's bigger.
Leveling up too, along with the scope of everything else in Starfield.
We usually aim for around that length if you look at our previous games, but this one's ending up a little bit longer, and we may tune that some still. It's more quests, so it might be 20% more than our previous ones.
Oh shit.
So if you say, and your miles may vary, people generally don't straight line it, but if our previous ones, if we aimed for, let's say, a 25-hour main quest, this one might be in the 30s, maybe 40 just for the main quest. But
yeah,
obviously all of the other quests and faction lines and everything else we have here, there is quite a bit there, and we've sort of learned that people do play our games for a really, really long time.
Oh yeah,
still playing Skyrim, not straight for 10 years, but they leave it and come back, and there's extra content.
I play it frequently. So I'm still playing a Mega Mod right now.
Content for this game, and we love our modding community. We actually think this game for our modding community is going to be a dream.
Oh yeah, it's a dream already, bro. It is a dream already.
So we think that's a great thing that we love as well.
You always aim for these big games, but you were talking about it at the beginning of our conversation that you tried to say yes to everything, to everybody's ideas for this. Do you do that in part because, like, if we take a realistic look at your studio and you personally, you've got 3 major game franchises under your direct control with the Elder Scrolls and Fallout and now Starfield. So did you take any kind of different approach to Starfield, knowing that realistically you probably won't be able to physically get around to making another one for at least 5 years, and probably more like 10, given that you're moving on to Elder Scrolls 6 after this, and presumably Fallout might be in the future down the road as well?
Well, No, I wouldn't say we say yes because we don't think we'll get another shot for a decade. We just think what we want to do in a game and how can we make that work the best it can be. And there are some things that we don't do intentionally to say, oh, is that really where we want to spend the time? What's going to be
True.
impactful?
True.
One for Starfield people have asked is, well, can you fly the ship straight down to the planet? No. We decided early in the project that the on surface is one reality, and then when you're in space is another reality. And
Oh, okay.
Shot
That
off,
makes sense. I didn't think you
really
can fly
spend a lot
directly
of
to the
time
planet. That's too
engineering the
much.
in between, like that segue. You're just spending a lot of time that's really just not that important to the player. So let's make sure it's awesome when
Yeah,
you're on the
short and
surface
sweet.
and
Yeah,
awesome when
yeah.
you're in
That was
space.
a
And
good
those
move. That was a good move. We don't
realities
need that.
look as good as they can be and play as good as they can be for those realities. But the other thing you said, yes, our Elder Scrolls 6 is in pre-production.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back.
We're going to be doing Fallout 5 after realities. But the other thing you said, yes, our Elder Scrolls 6 is in pre-production.
You see what I've been telling you guys? Elder Scrolls 6 is in pre-production. I sat there and told you guys for a long time. It is in pre-production. There's no way we would have saw it at the showcase. You guys are freaking morons. Pre-production. And listen what else he said. Listen what else he said.
We're going to be doing Fallout 5 after that. So
and Fallout 5 is after. So we already got a roadmap. Let's go. Let's go.
For a while. We have some other projects that we look at from time to time as well. But they do take a while. I wish they came out faster. I really do. We're trying as hard as we can. But we want them to just be as best as they can be for everybody.
Well, Todd, I look forward to learning a lot more about Starfield and, most importantly, playing Starfield at some point between now and this time next year, if all goes well.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Always for your time. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it, and thanks for all
I can't wait for this.
Everybody's given us, and the folks at IGN, you guys did a great job yesterday as well. So just excited for the whole industry, everything that's going on, and Xbox has been, I have to just say, is
All right, y'all. Man, listen. Any Starfield news that's coming out, I'm definitely covering it 100%. Y'all come and watch me if you want to. But yo, this is a dream come true. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.